Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a deep breath, drawing back, and really zeroing in on off-season archery practice.
That's right. We've gathered some great insights here from a pro shop owner, someone who's also a really dedicated hunter, lives and breathes it.
Yeah, and the goal is to figure out how you can stay sharp, truly sharp, for when the season finally rolls around.
Exactly. We want to move past just saying, practice more. Find a real strategy. It's about shooting smarter, not just, shooting more arrows.
We're looking for those practical tips, those little mindset shifts maybe that boost your accuracy.
And crucially, help you avoid what our source calls the gut-wrenching agony of missing, or even worse, wounding an animal next season. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, that hits home. And maybe the most painful bit right up front. Our source says most of us. And he puts himself in this group too. We just don't practice enough. Or maybe not the right way.
Right. It's not meant as a lecture, though. Think of it like constructive criticism. We all want to get better, right? Better hunters, not just better archers on the range.
Okay, so let's tackle the first hurdle, the excuses.
Ah, yes. The classic excuses. Our source is pretty blunt about this.
Like, I don't have time, or things are just too busy.
Exactly those. And the hard truth is, you don't find time for this. You have to make the time. If the hunt matters, the prep has to matter too. It's that simple, really.
So making time is step one, but then how do you make that time count? Especially if you can't, spend hours at the range every week.
And most people can't. That's the reality.
So the source doesn't push for burnout. Instead, he gives us this blueprint for consistency, the 10-10 rule.
The 10-10 rule. Yeah, this is golden, I think. So simple but effective.
Okay, break it down.
The idea is you take just 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes to make 10 great shots.
10 minutes, 10 shots. That's the whole session.
That's the whole session. The focus is entirely, completely on quality. And this is where he gets really serious about the danger of fatigue.
Oh, yeah. He really hammers this point. He says he'd much rather see you take, say, a dozen perfect shots. Shots that feel right and hit the mark. Than 50 shots where you're getting tired. Because that's when it happens, right?
Yeah.
20 shots in, shoulders burning.
And you start just spraying arrows. That's his term, spraying arrows.
And that's just devastating for building good habits.
Absolutely devastating for muscle memory. I mean, think about it like lifting weights, maybe. You wouldn't keep doing reps with terrible form until you fail over and over.
Right, you're just teaching your body the wrong way to move.
Exactly. The moment fatigue kicks in with archery, your form breaks down, your anchor point might shift, your release gets sloppy.
You start building bad habits without even realizing it.
You got it. And your confidence, it just tanks. Even though you might walk away thinking, hey, I practiced for an hour.
So the message for you listening is, consistency can start really small. 10 focused minutes. That's achievable.
It is, and it builds that positive muscle memory, that good foundation. You're not just, wearing out your gear and yourself.
Okay, but what if even those 10 minutes at home are tough? Maybe you live in an apartment or don't have a safe backyard setup.
That's a fair point. And interestingly, the source strongly recommends finding community then. Joining a winter league at a local pro shop.
Ah, the league option. Accountability with a bit of fun mixed in.
Exactly. He talks about the importance of the camaraderie, the razzing, the fellowship, that social side of it.
He mentions a specific shop, Crooked Creek Outdoors in Macomb, Illinois, as an example. How much he missed that weekly interaction.
Yeah, that structure, that friendly competition.
Yeah.
It keeps you engaged during those long, sometimes dreary off-season months.
Keeps the fire lit, so to speak.
It does, and that structure, it forces accountability too. Which brings us right to maybe the biggest mental hurdle the source points out.
Which is?
The fear of paper punching.
Okay, explain that. It sounds counterintuitive. Why would people avoid paper targets?
It is fascinating, isn't it? He says people actively avoid them because, deep down, they fear the results.
How so?
Well, think about shooting into a big foam block target. It's forgiving, right? Can hide small mistakes.
Okay, yeah. I see that.
But paper tells the truth. It reveals those minute flaws, as he puts it. Or worse, it exposes target panic.
Ah, target panic. The demon.
The ultimate demon for many archers. And if that's why you're avoiding paper targets, because you're afraid of seeing that group scatter or feeling that urge to rush the shot.
Then the off-season is precisely when you should be facing it.
Exactly. That's the time to embrace it, understand it, learn from it. Target panic is basically rushing things, isn't it? Slapping the trigger, punching the release.
Yeah.
Because you just can't hold that pin steady on the spot.
And if you just shoot foam, you can kind of ignore it.
You can pretend it's not there. Let it live rent-free in your head until that buck steps out at 30 yards. Then it owns you.
So paper targets force the confrontation. They show you the cold, hard truth so you can actually fix the problem.
Fix it before it ruins a hunt. That's the goal.
Makes sense. Now, beyond just technique, this idea of regular practice, it ties into gear maintenance too, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The source warns about getting complacent. You practice, you handle your bow, you notice things.
Right. You don't want that scenario where you get all hyped for opening day, pull out your bow and
Exactly. Finds a string is mysteriously broken. Which means a panic trip to the pro shop, maybe delays, just kills the excitement.
And if you're shooting regularly, even just those 10 shots a week, you're probably going to notice wear and tear before it becomes a catastrophe.
Much less likely to happen. But even something less dramatic can kill your confidence, right?
Like what?
Like you pick up your bow in September after months off, you take a few shots, and suddenly your group is, I don't know, 8 inches high and 4 inches right.
Oof. Yeah. Instant doubt creeps in.
Total doubt. Is my sight loose? Did my rest get bugs? Yeah. Or is it just me? Am I suddenly terrible?
Whereas if you've been practicing consistently,
you have a baseline. You're in tune with your bow. If something's off, you're more likely to think, okay, something's changed mechanically rather than I've completely lost my skill. You can troubleshoot calmly.
Okay, so that leads us nicely into the mechanics themselves. Consistency is key, but our source stresses, if the bow doesn't fit you right, nothing else matters much.
Bingo. Comfort is king. Specifically draw length. After just making time to practice, this is probably the biggest factor.
If that draw length is wrong, you're essentially fighting your own equipment on every single shot.
Constantly fighting the bow, yeah. It's the biggest mechanical hurdle. And the source gives some really clear symptoms you can look out for, things you can check yourself right now.
Okay, let's detail those. What does it feel like if your draw length is too short?
Too short. You'll feel kind of scrunched up. That's the word he uses, scrunched. And you might notice yourself leaning into the string, trying to find a solid anchor point.
Which is bad form, obviously. Creates inconsistency.
Big time. Now, on the other side, if it's too long,
what happens then?
You'll feel overextended, like your front arm is reaching too far. Or, and this is a big tell, you might have to lean your head back unnaturally just to get your release hand anchored near your jaw.
Either way, short or long, your accuracy is compromised before you even think about aiming.
Every single shot is compromised, yeah.
So how do you check this definitively? Is there a simple way?
There is. He gives a great tip, the buddy check. Super simple.
Okay.
Have a friend stand directly behind you while you're at full draw. They need to look at your drawing arm, your rear arm.
And what are they looking for?
They're checking if your rear elbow is in a straight line with the bowstring as it comes off the top cam. A nice straight line.
Ah, I can picture that. So if your elbow is way up high or dipping down low?
That line is broken.
Yeah.
And that strongly suggests your draw length needs adjustment.
This means a trip to the pro shop.
Mandatory trip to the pro shop. That's not usually a DIY fix.
Yeah.
They have the bow press and the know-how to get you fitted properly. It's worth it.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's say you've got the comfort dialed in. Draw length is perfect. Now we focus on consistent execution, right? Because bad mechanics, that's where disaster can strike.
And the source is really explicit here. Inconsistent mechanics. Things like a poor anchor point, not aligning your peep sight correctly, slapping the trigger, that old target panic again.
Yeah.
These things can throw your shot placement off by 6 inches or more downrange.
6 inches. Wow.
Think about that. 6 inches. On a deer, that's the difference between a perfect double lung shot and a gut shot, or a muscle hit, or a complete miss that wounds the animal.
That's the nightmare scenario every ethical hunter wants to avoid.
It is. We talk about owing the animal a quick, clean harvest. This is where you pay that debt, in preparation, eliminating that 6-inch variable as much as humanly possible.
So if bad mechanics cause the 6-inch disaster, what's the fix?
Muscle memory, pure and simple. You have to burn the correct sequence of actions into your brain, into your body.
Make it automatic.
So automatic you don't even think about it when the pressure's on. And the way to do that, a defined mental checklist for every single shot.
Okay. Does the source give us his list?
He does. Provides his personal, detailed checklist. It's an excellent starting point, a great template for you to adapt or adopt. But just reading it isn't enough, right? You have to internalize why each step matters.
All right, let's walk through it then. Break it down. What's step one?
Step one, anchor. Find that consistent spot. For him, it's knuckle right behind the jawbone. Solid structural contact.
Okay, anchor point. Step two.
Step two, kisser button. The little button on the string touches the corner of your mouth. every time.
Why is the kisser button so important? Is it just a comfort thing?
Not just comfort, no. It's a crucial second or maybe third anchor point.
Yeah.
It confirms your vertical alignment. If that kisser isn't in the exact same spot, your arrow impact could be high or low. Prevents string creep.
Got it. Anchor, kisser. Step 3.
Step 3, peep alignment. Really concentrate on aligning your peep sight perfectly with your sight housing.
Okay, the peep is the little hole in the string you look through. The sight housing is the ring around the pins. Why is centering those so critical?
It guarantees you're looking through the exact center of your sight picture every time. If that peep isn't perfectly centered in the housing, you're looking through it at a slight angle.
Which introduces errors?
Exactly. Horizontal errors,
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah.
Left to right misses. It forces your head into the exact same position for every shot. Consistency.
Okay, anchor, kisser, peep alignment. That sets the foundation. What are the final steps? The execution.
Right. Step 4 is a dual focus. Level and pin. Check your bubble level on the sight. Can't forget gravity while you find the right pin for the distance.
Level and pin. Got it. Step 5.
Step 5. Settle. Consciously settle that pin on the exact spot you want to hit. Don't let it float vaguely. Pick a spot on the spot.
Focus. And finally, step 6.
Step 6. Squeeze. Smoothly squeeze the release aid trigger. Don't punch it, don't slap it. A surprise release is the goal. Just steady pressure until the shot breaks.
Anchor, kisser, peep, level pin, settle, squeeze. That's the sequence.
That's his sequence. A really solid one.
And how do you make that sequence truly automatic? Burn it in, like you said?
Practice. Repetition. The source says, create your own version of this list if you need to. Then go through it every single time.
Even on the easy shots.
Especially on the easy shots.
Yeah.
Execute it for hundreds, thousands of shots in practice. He even suggests saying the steps out loud at first.
Saying them out loud, like anchor, kisser, peep.
Yeah. To really cement it, build that neural pathway, that deep muscle memory. You're programming yourself for success under pressure.
Then when the weather gets better, you take that checklist to the 3D course.
Exactly. Test it under slightly more realistic, slightly more stressful conditions. Get competitive. Build confidence because you know your process works.
And then, as the source puts it, you're the only one to blame if the shot doesn't go where the pin was.
That's the ultimate accountability, isn't it? Own your shot.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up for everyone listening. We started by admitting, maybe painfully, that most of us don't practice enough, or maybe not effectively enough.
The big takeaway seems to be quality over quantity. Use something like that 10-10 rule. 10 great shots are better than 50 tired ones.
Absolutely. Make those 10 minutes count.
Then fix your foundation. Comfort is key. Check that draw length. Use the buddy check. Don't let poor fit cause those 6-inch errors.
Get the bow working with you, not against you.
And finally, build that bulletproof process, that mental checklist. Anchor, kisser, peep, level pin, settle, squeeze. Practice it until it's second nature.
Burn it into your brain. That's the path to consistency.
Now, connecting this back,
Yeah.
all this practice, this focus, it won't make every single hunt perfect, will it?
No. Sadly, it won't solve all the problems. Our source acknowledges this. Misses happen. Wounds, unfortunately, can happen. It's, as he says, the nature of the beast sometimes when bow hunting. You can do everything right and still have bad luck.
But, and this feels like the crucial point,
As ethical hunters, as archery hunters, we owe it to ourselves, yes, but more importantly, we owe it to the animals we pursue.
to do everything in our power to make that shot count, to make it a quick, clean, ethical harvest. And this off-season preparation, this focus on quality, on mechanics, on the checklist, that's how we honor that obligation. That's how we pay that debt.
So maybe the final thought to leave everyone with is this.
Yeah.
What does committing to this level of preparation in the off-season, the 10 great shots, wrestling with paper targets, perfecting that checklist, what does that commitment truly say about how much you value the hunt itself?
And about the respect you hold for the animal you're pursuing. It's more than just practice, isn't it? It's a statement of intent, a statement of ethics.
A really powerful thought to end on. And hey, one last practical tip from the source.
Right. Don't forget your local shops.
Exactly. Support your local archery and pro shops. They're the ones who can help with that critical draw length adjustment. Keep your gear tuned and offer that league community too. Invaluable resources.